I joined Martin 21 years ago, and man, it's been, I've loved it so far. How do I get into Martin? Well, I work.
Hi there, and welcome to our first edition of On the Couch. And today we've got a very special guest from Martin Professional, my good friend, Mr. Peter Dahlin. We've had a great friendship and a business relationship that is, this year is 16 years, believe it or not.
Would be, yeah.
16 years of great friendship. Some good times, some bad times. We've traveled some recessions, we've traveled some pandemics together, some business cycles. We traveled a bit around Europe together.
A bumpy road, but
we're
always getting there.
Well, we're kind of we're used to potholes in South Africa, so bumps are quite easy. So Peter, let's for those of you who don't know, Peter's a frequent visitor to South Africa. One of his favorite destinations to come and spend some time with ourselves and customers. And Peter's even traveled with his family to South Africa and seen some great sites in Cape Town and in the Pilanesberg. So Peter, tell us a little bit about your history, how you came about to be in Martin, and how did you find your way to the wonderful world of entertainment?
I joined Martin 21 years ago, and man, it's been, I've loved it so far. How do I get into Martin? Well, I worked 7 years at Lego. Before that, it's a completely different industry, but this Martin, there was something about it. And I remember the very first exhibition, that was at Plaza in September in 2004 in London, and where people, they would queue up to get a bag with a Martin logo on. And I thought, well, Lego, that was a strong brand, but just seeing how the importance of the Martin brand I know it's a smaller industry, I was really like, wow, this is something special. And yeah, I like to live with things. Yeah, they've been ups and downs on the way, but it's been good fun.
Okay, so we've done some really interesting projects over the years together. Most of the big ones start off with us asking Peter to give us a better price so we can compete. So I think that's generally how most of our conversations on WhatsApp or on Teams start. Peter, I got this project and I need a better pricing. We've done some stuff together. From my point of view, one of our highlights that we did together was the closing ceremony of the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa.
Yep.
We did a very interesting project with some of the VC dots at that time. Yep. Some of the products were even prototypes. We had to get stuff through customs with DHL, and we had to wave the FIFA flag because we were behind in getting product to the ceremony. But that was a highlight for me. Is there any things that you can remember of our time together that really stands out?
I think a year before we launched the Viper, we had offer Lapid in Denmark. Well, you were there as well. It was a very, very cold time of year, and basically we were seeing a mock-up of the Aura. There's no real fix. It was like how it all looked in the R&D department, and that was cool. And then a year later, we started supplying a whole lot of Vipers down there. So that goes back to 2012, I believe. So
that was the very first Vipers that came into the country, and we had a really good success with that product. There's still many of them in daily use today.
But I think one thing I would like to point out, that is the success of the P3 controller here, and especially the Skeptron in the EMEA region. South Africa is country number 5 in the quantities of Skeptrons we have in the market. So that's really impressive. I know we have 8 or 10 kilometers in France and elsewhere, but South Africa is ranking as number 3. And on the P3, you've always been very good at doing training sessions, so people, they get on to the P3. In other countries, people say, yeah, but why would we have to add an extra controller to the things? Here, it's been an incorporated thing all the time, and that's also the success of it. And then, moving on from there, Aura XIPs, PXLs, all the other products that all support the P3 protocol. Yeah, and of course, you also have a nice amount of atomic dots and atomic bolts here. So this whole video things, well, I would say, well, South Africa, that's, well, if everybody did like we did here, that's been a very, very positive experience.
Yeah.
But that's due to the continuous product training.
Absolutely. I think we had quite a few clients who were a bit skeptical about the protocol in the beginning. But when we sort of showed them that there was a distinct roadmap of more products, that you're not buying into a system or a protocol that was a short-term or a fad, and that there was a long-term goal. And I think that created a bit of certainty, and we certainly have some clients who've just continually added new products that are P3 compatible as and when they've come out, and it's been a great investment for them. I think one of the highlights was the Mac 101s back in our early career.
Yeah.
I got a funny story. When I first saw the Mac 101, it was this small little thing. I think I picked it up in Plaza around about, must have been 2011, around about there. And I just said, this is a little disco light. It's never going to work. I didn't have much faith in it, and I think we stopped short of just under 1,000 Mac 101s in South Africa.
I think 980 units.
We were just short of 1,000 units. Yeah. So I had to eat my words. They became a tremendous success, and we sold many Mac 1s, and now we Mac 101s, and now we've got the Mac 1, which we're starting to gain some traction. A really cool little fixture. Yeah. So that was certainly also another one of the highlights of our career. So just looking forward, I mean, how do you see the lighting future? I mean, fixtures are getting bigger and bigger and brighter. We've got the Mac Ultra, which, when I first saw it, I thought, wow, that's just too big and very expensive. No one's going to buy it. And, guess what? We've got Mac Ultras in South Africa that are in regular use. So the fixtures are getting brighter and stronger. How do you see the game going forward?
I think what we're looking at now, everything has to be IP rated for outdoor use. Okay. We a lot gone the IP65 road, and we decided that's probably not. We'll find another solution, because the IP65, well, it's going to be vacuum sealed, and we take it here. Well, if you go down to Cape Town, then it's hot, then it's cold, then it's humid, and so on. It creates condensation inside. So the road we went with, what we call the XIP, that is 54 IP54 rating, allowing for air to do get into the fixture, and thereby making sure that you're never gonna get condensation inside. So that whole IP technology, that'll be the future. What we're doing as well on the LED lighting, well, we started, as you mentioned, the Mac 101 that started back in 2010. That was also the year when the LED technology was just as efficient as what do you call it? Discharge
lamps, yeah.
Discharge lamps. And of course, in those days, well, you had an RGB fixture, you put it in full, and you get some ugly bluish light. So what we've seen since then is that the quality of light has become a lot better. What we've done with the Mac 1, you mentioned that we have now have an RGB and lime engine, and that gives way better color temperature. So you can use it for key lighting, because you get exactly the color for the skin tones and everything. What you get there. So that's and that's also in the new Mac Aura Raven. That's also RGB lime. So I think what we'll see in the future is better quality on the LED source of color temperatures and colors in general. So that's where we're going, and we're moving on in that direction.
Yeah, can definitely concur that I think Martin have hit a really sweet spot in the market with the XIP technology. There are so many performance advancements and gains on not having a full IP65 fixture. They're lighter, they're smaller, they're much more easy for us to maintain. So really, really great technology from Martin. Well, I think we'll end it up there for our first session of On the Couch. I'd like to say a big thank you to Peter Dahlin from Martin. It's been really great to have you in the session, and yeah, we look forward to hosting you and many, many years of our friendship.
Yep.
It's been an amazing trip, and it's by no means by no means.
That is always
nice.
I did not expect 3 degrees here in Johannesburg, but yeah, you can get used to it.
We're in a little bit of a cold snap. It's a little bit chilly, but he comes from Denmark, so he should be well used to it. But he still gets cold.
That's for sure. Yep.
He's human, which is great. Great. Thank you very much, Peter. It was great having you on the couch, and
thank you.
Wish you all the best in the rest of your trip in South Africa.
Thank you.